Hello and welcome to The Hero Spouse. I'm Kenda-Ruth, here to answer one of your questions about marriage and midlife crisis. Today we have an anonymous female left behind and forward-moving spouse with a bomb drop. I am not sure because she gave a bomb drop in the future. It says October 2nd, but it says 2024. That could be a British type of switch, and it could be February 10th, but I think my system has you pull up a calendar. I used to have it so that you had to manually input it in. So I think it really is an October 2nd, and it probably meant 2023 or some other years, I'm guessing. So I'm going to, I put up on this side, I put it as 2023 with little question marks because I'm not quite sure. But a date of marriage of 2011. She has a clinging boomerang who is a high energy replayer. She says, I found out my MLCer is no longer with the alienator, and I've seen a shift in him over the last 3 weeks. So the first thing I'm going to say is the alienator thing could go back and forth. It can be 3 weeks and then 6 weeks later they could be back together. So expect everything, anything, and nothing. In other words, zero expectations. In other words, that is an expectation of something, that it may or may not start up again. Okay, in other words, I don't want you to be shocked and upset and destroyed. I don't want that to destroy you if that happens, okay? Because they do get sucked back in, or they suck them back in. So, previously, he would send emotional texts or emails every 6 to 8 weeks. Now it's been almost daily. He's opening up more about how he's been living and told me alcohol has become a huge issue for him. He is trying to quit drinking. That's good for him. It's going to be really a struggle during midlife crisis. I think you know that. He alternates between seemingly seeking comfort and reassurance from me and sharing all of his feelings and struggles, to then telling me to stop caring, to stop being nice, and stop having hope for him. Okay, so right here, this is normal, okay? What you're seeing and experiencing from it, this is normal. He says, me having hope just makes him feel worse. He's depressed. Okay, this is not uncommon. He says I need to accept that he's not a good guy anymore and file for divorce to save myself and our daughter from him. That's why I titled this that he's got a martyr complex. Okay, we see this. He also says he can't move forward or get better until we end things. And he is mental closure. I want to continue standing, but I feel so emotionally drained. I'm just hoping for some tips on how to deal with a sudden increase in emotional communication. He sent me 11 emails throughout the night yesterday. Okay, so yeah, what you are experiencing is normal. It really is. He is depressed. He is going through what we often see as standard depression within midlife crisis, and it sucks. He is feeling like she's better off without me. He recognizes that it's not you, it's me, all of that. So what do you do? Well, you don't cling on to him. You don't be insistent that, oh no, I'll never give up on you. You have to do it this way. There's some bit of acceptance in there. But the other thing which you do is you say, you know what? I'm going to make my own choices. Validate his feelings. I understand that you feel really down on yourself. But here's the thing. I understand that you feel like you're not a good guy. But you know what? I get to form my own opinions. And my opinions aren't in agreement with yours. You can have your opinions, hon. I want this same empathy. You can have those. I'm sorry. I feel terrible that you have them. but I don't. Here's what I'm doing. I'm not working on saving our marriage, because you know what? You're not doing that either, right? But I am not going to destroy what was beautiful, because what we had then, that beautiful thing that our marriage was, it's up there. It's on a box, and I'm not going to let anyone, you or me, I'm not anyone stamping on it. I'm putting it there, and it's protected. Okay? And nobody's going to destroy that. Now, what I would often say is, we could take it down later when we're ready. But I might leave that for another time right now, because he's not quite ready for that. But the point of it is you get to choose your opinions. You're firm with it, but you're kind, compassionate, empathetic with it, but very firm. I get to choose my opinions, and I am strong, and I can figure out how I feel about somebody. See, he's feeling really weak. He's feeling all of these things, but you're strong of mind. You're clear-headed. You can figure out how to love somebody. When you love somebody, you can figure out. You have a way of forming an opinion with logic, I'm hoping. And yeah, you can tell him, yes, I see the things you see. I see the mistakes you're making and that you have made. But those mistakes don't lead me to the same conclusions that they're leading you. I understand the conclusions you're making, but I don't agree with them. And that's okay. That's okay. We don't have to agree, but you don't get to make my choices for me. You don't get to tell me that I am not allowed to believe in you, because I'm going to do it anyway. You don't get to tell me not to have hope. You don't get to tell me who to love, who to believe in, who to cheer for, who to care for, who to be nice to. Because you know what? I think that we are supposed to be nice to everybody. We can be firm with them. We can tell you when you need to, shit or get off the pot, and we need to tell you when you're not being right. But we can do it nicely, with some level of gentleness and some tough love, but both. And that's what I will try and do for you. I will try and be there for you with love, and I will try and tell you when you're not being appropriate, but I will try not to be cruel or mean. My goal for you is to always be gracious, because you don't have to deserve it. It's just what we're supposed to be to people. Okay? And if you don't like it, well, you know what? It's too bad, honey, because I love you anyway, and I love you any way. That means I love you any way I can, in any way, regardless. You can't stop it. So that is the type of thing. That is the type of way we stand. Now, he may not get it, and it makes him feel worse for a while too. But he wants a reassurance that you're okay anyway. Also, that you can handle yourself. That you're not going to be pining in your hope for him. That you're not sacrificing in your hope for him. That you're not giving up everything in your hope for him. You're going to be fine. But at the same time, while you're going to be fine, you still believe in him. You still think that he is a good person. Because you know what? Good people make poor and bad and horrible choices. Because what he is rating himself on, he is saying he has bad character. What you're saying is he has had bad behaviors. Character versus behavior. You can tell him, yeah, you've been behaving badly. But it's not about character. It's not because you have a bad character. And I believe that this is something that you can come through. And you know what proves it? What you are showing me. This is you speaking to him. What you are showing me right now. The way you're feeling, how it makes you feel worse, how you feel worse. Somebody who actually did have the bad character and didn't have a problem with their bad behaviors wouldn't care. It wouldn't make them feel worse. It might make them feel something. It might make them feel glee or nothing or indifferent. But you don't feel that. You feel hurt. It wouldn't hurt the person who had a bad character. But it hurts you. It gives you an emotional pain. It's fueling his depression. Okay? I'm sorry for that. But he is going to cycle in it. And he's going to cycle in it for a while. Okay? So there are some boundaries you can set with that. Because if you don't set too much of them, he is going to be there sending you all those messages. You want to figure out, and this is going to be practice, and you're going to do it wrong, trust me, how open you open that valve to him calling you. And you'll open it too much, and he'll do it too much, and then you'll have to set a boundary and close the valve of, I opened it too much. And then you close it too much, and he'll, and it'll be practice, okay? How much can you let him in, and how much not? And he's going to flood sometimes. And you're just going to have to shut the valve down. Okay? But I hope this is helpful. And I will see everybody in the next question.